Hey everybody, welcome back to Scatters Homestead. So what I want to do before I'm going to send you off to Sheldon is I wanted to just give you a little bit of a story of what's going on. So Sheldon and I, obviously, we're trying to start, we're not trying, we're starting a community garden once again. Last year was the first time that we started the community garden. It was very quick. It was very last minute. It just basically just fell in our laps and we made it work. We ended up tilling up our lawn and we have decided to create a permanent location. So if you've watched any of the videos of the past, you'll see the steps that we've taken. We've built this window greenhouse along with a lot of help. And now we are clearing the land. And there's just this awesome story that's going along with that piece of just clearing the land. So for Sheldon and I, we don't have equipment, heavy equipment that we can, pull a tractor out of the backyard and start knocking down trees and working with stuff like that. And so we felt, well, I guess we'll do as much manual labor as we possibly can to get this whole entire property ready, which isn't terrible. It's the beginning of May. We have an entire month before we actually need to plant. So it wasn't the end of the world. It's just we didn't really think that we wanted to spend all that time working in the garden. It's been really busy with the maple syrup, with us both working our jobs. It's just been a busy season. And so we were hoping that there would be a solution somewhere along the line. And this is where God just constantly comes in and provides and brings people and brings passion and gives us drive, renews our heart. There's just so many things that have happened in the last year to get us to this point right now. And so yesterday I ended up having this conversation with some friends at church, and they wanted to help. They wanted to help in any way possible. So they just asked, what exactly are you guys working on right now? And I said, for the month of May, we are going to be clearing out the land with all those small trees. You've seen it in the past. We need to get all those small trees out, uprooted. We need to dig up that soil, till it up, and then we need to bring in fresh soil. And these friends of ours, they're super generous, and they said, hey, we have a tractor. We're actually gone for the week, but we'll drop the tractor off at your place. You can start working on it, and then we will come after that, and we're going to help break up the land. This is incredible. Again, I feel like it's just a God thing. It's not something I asked for. I asked God for it. But there's just situations like this going on all the time where it's like I'm having these conversations, I'm having these thoughts, and somehow they're answered. And God's just showing me over and over and over again that this is not my doing. This is not a mission that is created by Candy and Sheldon. This is something that he's just putting in our laps and saying, if you say yes, then I'm going to keep using you. That's how I feel. God's just saying, if you say yes, we'll keep working together. So we're working together, and he's bringing so much of the community in to work together with us. And that's what's so awesome. And so with saying all of that, the tractor was dropped off yesterday. Sheldon is going to take you guys on a little bit of a tour as he takes this tractor out for a ride and starts working on the property.
Last night they just dropped off this little tractor, and they filled it up with fuel and said use it as much as you want. This little backhoe in the back here will be great for digging out your small saplings and stuff like that. And then once you've got it all cleared, we're gonna bring a tiller in here and we're gonna till up the land. It's just amazing. It's just unbelievable. So we're gonna, in the next few days here, gonna get acquainted with this little machine and start ripping up some of the branches in there and stuff, as well as I'm still doing maple syrup. I'm not collecting anymore, but I'm just cooking down what we've got. And the weather's turning here. It's getting really warm outside, so I don't know how long the maple syrup will keep, or the sap will keep out in the pails. So Right now we've gotten a cool place, as cool as possible, and we're gonna go as long as possible. And then once the sap starts turning on us, then obviously we'll have to stop. So we'll go as long as that is. So we could get it, you know, it's cool at night and warm during the day. So hopefully we'll be able to keep it going here for a little bit, and then we'll get as much maple syrup done as we can. All right, I'm gonna try and attempt to drive the tractor. I've driven lots of tractors, so it's just a matter of getting used to it. But looking forward to this, and I will take you along for the journey. Okay, so what I'm going to try to do here is we've got a bunch of little saplings here. This whole area here is going to get made into a community garden, so we're going to have two sides to it. So we've got all these little saplings in here. I'm going to try and push them over first. Hopefully I don't need to use the backhoe part. I think maybe for the bigger pieces I probably will, but we'll see how this little bucket does. We're just going to give it a little go here, so we'll see how it goes. Well, I did a little time lapse for you there, just checking out to see how it would work. I've actually got quite a bit done already. I'm quite impressed with this little machine. I think I could do most of it without the backhoe part. But one thing I'm really excited about, and I'm not a gardener at all, but this ground, this dirt looks amazing. Like, it is just rich black soil. It's got moss on the top of it. It just looks phenomenal, and it's got some clay in there, and it's got some peat moss and stuff. I'm really excited to see what's going to happen here with this garden, and yeah, just going to keep on going here and see how it goes. So I haven't been working too terribly long, but I've got a nice little pile going here already, and I've got a nice stretch already opened up, and yeah, it's looking pretty good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap a chain around this. I think, if I can, I'm going to wrap a chain around this and then drag it out of here when I got a chance. This tractor might help me with that. But yeah, I've got some bigger trees coming up here right now, and so I'm wondering if I'm going to try with the backhoe. Okay, I'm having a hard time videotaping this and getting a good angle of it. This is the first time I've ever used backhoe before. It's quite something to get used to. All the different levers and stuff. I understand the levers, but they do exactly the opposite of what I want them to do. When I want to go forward, it's going backwards, but I want to go down, then it goes up. Oh, it's just weird. Anyways, so I'm learning how to do it, but I'm gonna try and get this little. I have a bunch of bush here. I'm gonna sit down on there. I'm gonna see how far I can reach and just do all of it in one little swoop here. I did one big tree there just to start. Worked really well. I know the video is not very good that I did, but just because I had my camera angle wasn't very good. I didn't realize that until until I reviewed it. Anyways, so I'm gonna try this now, see how it goes here.
That's it for what Sheldon all did this evening. So what ended up happening right at the end is the place where he had the camera set up, the tree actually knocked the camera down into the ground and we were left with sky. So he got quite a ways and we're really excited about how it's working out. We're hoping we're just gonna have enough time this week to really get a lot done. So we'll see how it goes, but you know, we never know what's coming up the next day. So thank you so much for joining us. And I want you to remember, you might have some limitations, but that does not mean you're limited. Have a great day.